Hey man, it's your boy Papa Duck. I'm back with another video that you don't want to miss. Now listen, like, comment, subscribe if you ain't did that already. Look below, you will see our link to our merch. All proceeds from our merch goes back to this channel. Thank y'all so much because y'all help us spread the message. And like I said, if you want to promote anything you got going on this channel, go to Papa Duck Promo at Gmail. Let's get it going. Now today's video is sponsored by Z Gang. Go check him out. Check out his music. I'm gonna put all the links to hit in the description below. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. And make sure y'all follow him on YouTube. Good music, good vibe. Z Gang. Check this out. Now, I love when I talk about stuff that I spoke about in the past and it comes back up. If you living in Florida, you should hear about this bill they just passed. It's the Don't Say GAY gang bill, what they basically call it. And basically what it is where teachers in school can't speak or teach or say anything about genders and all that type of stuff from grades K to 3rd. Now, also I'm gonna show y'all some things that was said in Disney. See, this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Okay, you can't speak about whether your child is a boy or a girl. I don't know why. I know why they're attacking it, because like I told y'all before, when I spoke about it in the past, we are going into the future where there's not going to be a gender. Can you imagine that? There's not going to be a gender. You're not going to be classified as this, that, or that. But we all know a man and a woman is where you procreate. See, this is the barrier that they're breaking. They're trying to get you to get away from the concept that man and women creates. That makes the Trinity. You have the duality, which is two, which is like duals on your car. You got two pipes. That's why they call them duals. Duals are two. Then you make the child. That's the Trinity, which is the tri. That's why a triangle got 3 sides, or why a tricycle got 3 wheels. Anyway, they're moving into which I've shown y'all, where they got wombs, right? Where they basically can create babies in a womb without a mother. So y'all thinking about it as of right now today. No, think 40 years from now, when people will grooming into this way of thinking. You could take a child right now that's 10 years or younger. They don't know nothing about a VCR. It doesn't exist to them. A landline doesn't exist to them. So in their mind, the things that we know, is if you're a little older, they don't know. It's never been in their brain. Think about this. So we can't look at it from a standpoint of us being the age that we are. Look at the children. By the time 40 years from now, when children are grown, or the children of that era, they're gonna be so susceptible to having babies in a fake womb. They already talking about robots having babies. Now you gotta see where this shit is going. This shit is well past. See, they just using the LBG, whatever it is. They using them as this is a war. You only can have a war if you got 2 sides. You got one side fighting for this and another side fighting for that. But the ones who create the war is sitting back and letting y'all go against each other, and they have a different agenda. I don't care what you do, bro. Like, let's be for real. Like, me personally, I don't care what you do with your life when it comes to your gender. That's on you. One of my favorite cousins, which is, he passed. He was gay. I don't care about that, man. Do what you do. I'm talking about a bigger picture. We're talking about the way the world is going. Like, I don't think people understand, by not allowing a child to identify themselves. Well, they are allowing them to, well, they're saying that they are allowing them to identify themselves. I'm finna get in that in a second, but not teaching a child what they are, it sends them out into the world of confusion. Right? Now, these people sit back, take all type of notes and data, and come up with these different things. This is why they're so effective. They got the data, we don't. We don't understand these things, and what I'm telling y'all is this. Our kids are being raised by cartoons, right? Look at what Disney is doing, the big uproar. Look at what Disney do, right? What they do, they add this type of shit into cartoons. And one of the words that I wish I could show y'all this video, right? Where the woman was speaking about adding all type of queerness in the video. Y'all probably seen it, you probably not. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a link to them videos in the bottom of this so y'all can check them out. But she basically telling you that she added all type of stuff with kissing, and then we know Disney been doing this shit forever. See, Disney, along with a lot of these other companies and whatever their profession is and what they do, they're not gonna get as big as they are without being a part of the agenda. Like, come on, bro, y'all gotta figure this shit out. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is this: it's bigger than what you believe sexually or what you are, what you ain't. It's all about grooming the world in a certain direction, coercing us in a certain direction to accept things. To accept certain things. Like I say, they got fake wombs creating babies. Yes, it's real. We're talking motherless babies in artificial wombs. This is not a joke. And y'all got to see the bigger picture. Back to the video. A lot of this stuff you can't just throw on the public. You can't just throw it on. They're not ready for this shit. They're not prepared for this shit. So they have to slowly but surely groom it in. And these things are coming from higher ups. The people that you see playing these positions, the governor, the this, the that, they're puppets. They are puppets. But what I'm telling you is this: don't think for right now 10 years or 20 years. Think about 30, 40 years from now how the world gonna be. How people gonna be okay with, you know, being what they are. And when you think about it, if these people are able to control the genetics and the different things of, it's just like eugenics, basically. If they can control how to create babies, which because we don't, as people, we don't have laboratories to know what's this and what's that. That's why I say pay close attention to those real doctors, the ones who have a conscience that comes out and tell you about this type of shit. Not them fake ones they put on TV. Not them fake ones. Them the fake ones. The ones you see all the time on TV, nah, fuck them. They fake. But listen, when you able to control the genetics of a child, this is why they say, well, they at a point now they can make this child be this or that, whether they can have their eyes a certain color, whatever you want. That's manipulation to a whole nother level. See, y'all so caught up on religion. Because if you were so religious, bro, you should have a real problem with these people interfering how life is born or brought out in the world. But they understand that if they can get you to think a certain way, then they can control what comes next, which is the action. So if they can get you to look at a world, or a fake-ass world, the way we see it today, if they can get you to see the world as, hey, you can have a baby, you can have whatever eyes, whatever color, whatever, boy, girl, whatever. Us, it's already implanted in us that a man and a woman get together and have a child. So they can't just spring that shit out there. But slowly but surely, it was things that I saw when I was younger, I never thought I'd see today, because slowly but surely, they brought that shit into the forefront. Like I say, you got to think bigger than what you see. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I say I'm not speaking on. I'm not like I said, I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do. But what I am speaking on is how the powers that be are conducting things and orchestrating shit right up on our nose, and we don't see it. Because we so caught up on what we see today, and we so caught up on what they're saying over there. These people have mastered wars. They have mastered manipulation. They mastered it. These people can put shit on The Simpsons. Like, people act like they don't see that. The Simpsons predict, which is what they call predictive programming, right? The Jetsons have been told us that, well, we ain't seen no flying cars yet, but we done seen cell phones where you can see people like FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? Flat screen TVs and cell phones. This is what you call predictive programming. Now The Simpsons done moved in. You get what I'm saying? But what this does is it kind of massages these ideas in your head that this is what's coming, and makes you look for it. You think they had Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? You think they had him playing Terminator and not had this planted in your head? This is just one of those movies that just kept coming. So now you're looking at shit like RoboCop, Terminator, all this stuff. When you see a robot like you are seeing some of this shit today. It's already been planted in your mind. But what about the youngsters? To where they grew into this. From day one, that's all they saw. That's all they know. It's a different mindset. It's a different thing. When you speak of consciousness and what you know and what you don't know, what you can comprehend, what you can't comprehend. The life we live coming up, they can't comprehend it. Because they grew into the shit we looking back at like, damn. Now they don't know that we had landlines. Now we got phones, we can see each other. I'm sure if you 30 years or older, I know for a fact you was like, this ain't gonna never happen. But now it's happening. And that's basically what I'm saying. So without getting off topic, this bill is gonna go in effect July the 1st, right? And like I be telling y'all, this shit is orchestrated. To us, it's like, oh, it's fucked up, it's messed up, they doing this. But to them, it's going according to plan. Open your fucking eyes, bro. This is going according to plan to them. These people have ship-shaped culture, life as we know it. Okay? To make you think, like, why the fuck we even on planet Earth? Like, in 100 years from now, exactly what we see with Skynet. Like, I actually thought Skynet was some shit that was on, I forgot one of the movies. If y'all know the movie Skynet was on, put it on the bottom of the comments. Y'all help me out here, man. Skynet is a real company that does exactly that, right? And my thing is this. It's crazy how these people are planning this shit right in our face, like right in our face. It's crazy. And that's why I say 100 years from now, they're gonna be able to control. This shit is all about control. When I say control, I don't think people can fathom the infinity of control that I'm speaking on. Being able to control what type of children you have, how many you have, what color they are, what type of level of education they're gonna have, whether they're gonna be cyborgs, meaning half human, half motherfucking robot. Like, they're gonna be God. And you might think, oh, they can't never be God. They can't never be. Man, listen, man. Don't get caught up on that, bro. Okay? Because like I tell y'all, they tell you to wait for God to come and save the day. They not waiting. And by the time you look up, like I said, like I read in this book where this dude was like, when they when they gave black people or the Indians the Bible, by the time they look up, the Indian was on his knees. Okay? Because this is one of the things they use to really take over a lot of places. They use religion. And I'm not telling you that don't believe in this and don't believe in that, but nigga, I'm telling you to believe in what you see in. This ain't got nothing to do with religion, bro. Believe in what you see in. These people are playing God. These people are taking, having babies without humans, manipulating manipulating eye colors and sex, genders and different things. This is eugenics. I mean, they always did this. They just got more control of it now. They always did it through foods, you know what I'm saying, and different things like that. But now they able to just take you in the lab and boom, 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 voila. And you don't see nothing wrong with that. So if you so religious, you don't see nothing wrong with them interfering with the way God has sought this to be. Meaning, a man get with a woman, boom, 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 this is how we procreate. No, this satanic ass country we live in, this European ass way of living, and the way that the top want things to go, which has on a lower level got shit to do with color. I keep telling y'all that. The ones at the top got a whole nother agenda. Don't give a damn what color you is. You feel like cause you white you gonna be saved. You smart enough to know that. And they keep us on a lower level going against each other just to keep us distracted. I'm smart enough to know this. Like I said before, I don't know damn white man I know can change a motherfucking thing. Why? Because they don't own a motherfucking thing. They don't own Fox News. They don't own Disney. They don't own these big corporations when it comes with the food. All the things, which is food, water, and shelter, the basic necessities. I don't know near white man that own it, that can manipulate the chemicals in it, that can harm us and give us cancer. I don't know nobody that can put shit on TV and paint the perception in our head. I don't know nobody that do that. I know of motherfuckers that do that. So therefore, if you home being entertained or you're living in the same world we living in, you shopping at the same grocery store, you buying the same shit, you paying for insurance, you paying for gas, and you ain't no better than nobody else. So let's cut that shit. So we don't need to waste no time on that. But what I'm showing y'all is that these people are manipulating not just me, you, but the world. Imagine the world 100 years from now when there's no gender. The very things that God intended it to be is finna be wiped away. Because they understand that if I can get you to think it, everything below is coming. And this is why they have to do it in sections. It has to go from, you know what I'm saying? That's why they work in like decades. So by the time they done brain fuck these group of people, they on to the next. And by the time they get a certain age, they realize like, hey, man, we've been getting lied to this whole time. But it's too late. They on to the next group. And as they go, they collect data. And as they collect data, they get stronger with their methods. And as they can get stronger with their methods, they gaining more control. So all I'm saying is this, brothers and sisters. You have to see it for what it is. And don't always look at what's going on right now. Look at 20, 30 years from now. The plans that they've been having this shit planned forever. You're not in the bloodline, so they don't care about you. The people you can see are the puppets. They're no different than nobody else. They don't give a damn about them. They put them in place. You know what I'm saying? But the ones you can't see, the ones you can't see, and they're all family oriented. From the Rothschilds to the fucking Bilderbergs to the Rockefellers, and the list goes on and on. So these the people that control everything that's around you. These are the people that got you going to school. These are the people that are creating the curriculums, that are getting our minds and brains ready so that later on in life we can be controlled. Like I tell you, a lion would never tell a gazelle how to get away from him. So don't expect for these people to put tools and resources in your reach or in your life that you can therefore turn around and overthrow them. That shit don't make no fucking sense. So we so hooked on these laws and we got to take our kids got to go to school. Man, that's bullshit. Kids ain't got to go to no damn school. When you create a fake ass world that's gonna need certain type of criteria, learning curriculums and shit like that, that's the only way that shit makes sense. But as you see, we allow the peoples that created the world, they created it in their image. They came up with insurance. They came up with this monetary system. They came up with this shit. And I hate it just as much as you do. But I just try to get you to think, man. So hopefully, man, ain't throw nobody off. I ain't want to make this video too long. But I will say this. It's time for y'all to open your minds and use your common sense. It's time for that. But again, hope I ain't offended nobody, because I ain't out for that. I'm for the greater good, and I'm for what's right. Give a damn what you know. If you for what's right, I'm for what's right, man. I don't really get caught up in all the other stuff. So with that being said, man, it's your boy Papa Dog. You know I love y'all like I tell y'all all the time. In order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'll holler at y'all on the next video, man. Please share this video. Alright? I have a blessed one.